It's Tejano time! Welcome to another episode of It's Tejano Time. I'm your host, Oraldo, for It's Tejano Time. Hey, I'm glad everybody's back. I hope you guys enjoyed the shows and with Jaime and enjoyed Elsa Garcia, who's going to be at Vegas Tejano, hopefully takeover next week. I think they're going to be there. So I will be there. I hope you're out there too. Okay. This week is going to be a little different. Instead of highlighting an artist, I've got a guest on this show that is a fellow podcaster. All right. And if you watch my show, you probably watch his show too. All right. So oh, wait. Okay. There. Okay. I was going to say, so let me introduce Juan Mendoza, Tejano TV, Three Amigos, Mas Chicon Radio. Welcome.
What's going on, man? How's everything going? Thank you for having me on the show.
You know what? I have that. Sometimes because you and I use the same software, and I have issues trying to put that clap. It doesn't always work and stuff. Do you have that issue?
Sometimes. Well, Dee's usually in control of the controls and stuff like that. So he's the one that's always getting the clapping thing. And I have too much going on at one point, and he gets all the clapping part going. I got to get the video straight and get the introduction going.
Oh yeah.
So he's in charge of that part.
Nemo does not know the work I go through. He thinks it's just easy. Like, I got my co-host moving. So, buddy, come on, you got to do it. I say, hey, I got to do it. Like, even the intro, I'm going, it's Tejano time. I have to go live scene with me, and then I have to get the next scene where it has the intro in, like, and I've got to point, and I want to point to the screen and stuff like that. And I don't always do a good job at that. So
they never know all the hard work we have to go through in order to get a show started.
I know. And I don't get paid for this, and Nemo doesn't get paid. I don't know if you work it out.
No, we don't get paid. My bank account goes on negative for this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's an expensive little hobby of mine, of ours, I guess.
Ours, yes.
You know. Hey, we got to figure out how Bumper does it. Well, we know how Bumper does it, right? He gets
he has a producer behind the scenes, so we need to hire. Yes. We need to get rich like him and hire a producer behind the scenes.
Yes, maybe if we got 20,000 YouTubers, subscribers. Hey, by the way, last week or a week and a half ago, I hit 1,000 subscribers.
Nice, congratulations,
on YouTube.
Man.
Now, Facebook, I still. You know what? We were talking before the show, and Facebook. You asked me, are we live on Facebook? I said, well, we're on Facebook, but we're not live. I have to hit the live or public view after the show because it won't let me edit it during the show.
Yeah.
Does that mean, is that how yours works?
No, ours goes. We go live on Facebook too. We just you gotta when you're doing all the behind the scenes stuff, you gotta make sure it works first.
I don't know how to do that. Maybe off camera. You can help me.
We'll get into that later.
Yeah, I wish you were going to. I already know the answer to my question. Are you going to Vegas Tejano? And because I asked it on your show last week.
We never get invited, man. Nah, we always say we want to go, but it's just like something like in the summertime. It's usually the hardest time of the year to end up going. So much stuff goes on and stuff. But one year we will go. We've been saying that for years. But I've never been to Vegas. I've always wanted to go, and not only
before you were in Vegas one time. Oh, no, that's fanfare, right?
Yeah, well, of course. We've always gone to fanfare and stuff, but and I've never been there, and I want to go not only for the convention, but I actually want to go see the lights and everything else and stuff too. So
you should. I mean, this year, Lawrence and we're gonna have 2 booths like that, and I'll tell you off the. I'm not gonna tell everybody my secrets. I'll tell you my secret afterwards, like that. But we. David Chavez and I are developing a relationship, and he's not paying me; I'm paying him. But he hooks me up basically. But nice. And you know what? I asked people, do you know anything about Vegas Tejano, like how that thing works?
No, I mean, I really don't. I mean, I'm assuming just like any other show. I mean, you set it up in the hotel wherever the hall is going to be, and
Yeah.
pay them what they what they're asking for, and then you start making your money back. With
Yeah. Well, I
advertisers.
yeah, I was asking other people. I said, "Hey, what is it? Bumper." He was doing the one. There's like two stages, and
Mm,
one is usually well, when I first started going, one's Tejano, one's Conjunto,
yeah.
and I think the last 2 years, all these years blend together and stuff. But I think his last 2 years, he did one side of it, and then so what is Bumper getting paid for that? And then someone was saying that none of the artists get paid unless they go to the ground ball. So, oh, Bumper did it for free. I guess maybe the first one, but he got paid the second time.
I
Maybe.
don't know. I mean, I don't know who exactly gets paid. I mean, I really don't know the business behind that. When David and Sarah do their job and stuff, I'm assuming that everybody from the Grand Baile gets paid. That's a
Yeah,
bigger
yeah, yeah,
stage than anything else. And podcasters, I don't think they get paid. I mean, if we were to go, I mean, we would have to pay our own way and get a booth and
oh yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff. But I've been wanting to go because it's the Hano TV. I mean, we
oh
want
yeah,
to go out there and do a bunch of interviews and show off some stuff and
yeah,
everything else. But it's costly. It's costly.
yeah. But it's like a vacation for me. I mean, I'm. Well, I was gonna say. Well, I'm getting divorced. I don't know if you knew that, but you're recently married. I hope everything's going well for you. But
No, me and Lila been together almost 10 years. So I mean,
yeah,
that's.
yeah.
But no, I'm sorry. You're going through
Oh
that
no, oh,
stuff.
that's okay. I'm the one that's filing, and so I've been with my wife. Well, we're still married, so but for almost 20 years. So 10 years is you're just starting out, dude. I wish you luck, yeah, and I'm sure you have a better relationship. I mean, I still have a good relationship because we have a daughter together. So,
Yeah.
but I always plan to do this vacation as like a vacation. So I just make it part of
Well, I
my.
mean, yeah. I mean, it's a way to get away from reality for a little bit. I mean,
Oh
that's
yeah,
the
yeah,
reason
yeah,
for all
yeah.
these things, especially like fanfare. It's a way to get away from reality. It's
Oh
four
yeah,
days of fun and entertainment and stuff, and you do what we love to do. And just go
yeah,
out there and hear some
exactly.
music. And meet the bands, and reconnect with all the people that you've known over the years and stuff.
Yeah.
That's it's a vacation. It's a party. Like they like to call it. It's a family reunion type of deal. We,
Yes, yes, yes,
we
yes.
all get together and hang out for a little bit, even though an hour or so, and that's it.
Yeah, it kind of feels that way because I see the same people. I mean, I see similar people, and then I see new people,
Yeah.
and I've seen D perform there. That was good.
At the Vegas.
Yeah, with it a couple years ago.
Yeah, he was
when
there
you did.
with Marcus, I think, one year
Yeah,
too, and they performed together. And I
yeah,
think he went with
that was a couple years prior to that.
yeah, and then he was with Culturas when they had their
Yeah, yeah.
reunion.
Yeah, and if people out there don't know, you're the one that caused that to happen, pretty much. That
He
alcohol.
want he want well no he wants to put the blame on me and
Yeah.
another DJ from Washington. It was weird at that time because I was talking to D when he made his return, and showed his face on social media,
Yeah.
and I was already talking to Marcus. So and then next thing you know, they're coming out with a single together, that single that they released together. And so, like, our
Are
lives
you
just
you're
came in a
talking
big circle
Delia,
together.
right? Delia
No,
and
Marcus and
Marcus?
D,
They had
Marcus
a
and D, when
single?
yeah,
I
they've
didn't
had
know
one
that.
for a while. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. Tú no te
They both
metas.
sang on it?
Yeah.
Oh
Tú no te
wow.
metas. That was the name of the song. That was the name of the single.
Okay.
So they started coming out the single together, and we're all just talking. And we were like, okay, let's do this and let's do that. And they released a single, and then we started doing the Three Amigos show, and then it
Yeah.
was, you know, we just started doing all these shows and
And
stuff
it's
now.
history. Yeah.
But he likes to put the blame on me, and there was another one, DJ Sauce from Washington.
Oh
She
yeah.
was a big fan of theirs, and for some reason they did that song because of her.
Okay.
He likes to put the blame on both of us.
Yeah. Well, I hear your side of it. I mean, I don't know who the other lady is, but you
Yeah.
know, and yeah, Marcus, I don't know, is he going this year? Did he tell you?
I don't think he is. I haven't heard anything about him going. I don't think he is. He's doing a lot of work. He's been busy at work and stuff. So
Okay. I know D doesn't go anywhere.
nah, D. I think he wants. I think D wants to stay retired. So
Yeah. You still haven't met him, have you?
no, I haven't.
Not
You know,
face
that's
to
that's
face.
that's a weird thing is that we've communicated over the years.
Yeah.
Um, damn, almost going well, about 8 years. I think it is already 7 or 8 years.
All right.
We've communicated, and of course we work together now and stuff. But
Yeah.
I've never met him in person. I've had one run in back in the '90s with him and stuff.
Yeah. I had him on the
Um,
show back in the '90s.
uh,
A few times, and I got
I had one run in with him when they were doing the Cultura show in Houston.
yeah.
I think it was the Fourth of July show, and
Okay.
he was up there performing, of course, and he loves to get the crowd entertained and gets people involved and stuff. And he was like, "Okay, we're gonna have a grito contest." So
Did you do
I
it?
was, yeah, it was his saxophonist. Uh, oh my God, I forgot it. Kevin Russell.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden he goes, "All right, who could do it?" And then my friends started pointing at me. We're all in the front row, so I did one. And then Kevin beat me, because Kevin could throw that long ass grito and stuff. So he's like,
Okay.
"All right." He goes, "Sorry, Kevin whipped your ass." And then they kept on going and stuff. So that was my only interaction with them in
Okay.
person.
All right. And let's see. Are you going to go to? I know they canceled it for what was that? Memorial Day Bash. It's going to be in Victoria for Labor Day weekend. Are you going to go to
No,
that?
no, we've really taken a step back since COVID. I don't know why. It's a weird thing. I don't know if it's traumatizing or something like that, but we've taken a step back from going to a lot of events since then.
Oh, really? I've been
Yeah,
upping it. I've been only going
really.
since COVID.
I know before that, I know before 2020 happened, we were going to all these events and stuff like that. But I don't know. After all that, it's like we really didn't want to be around a whole bunch of people in a crowd. And the
Yeah.
fanfare is fine, it's fanfare.
Yeah.
But we go do some after parties and stuff where we're DJing and stuff like that. But we just didn't really want to be around the tight crowds, like so many people around us. And to say, I think we started getting into a panic mode at that point.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't. I've been doing fanfare for the last 4 or 5 years. I can't remember. And you find these little, you know, shortcuts. You bypass everybody, and then when you
Yeah,
get to the stage, you're inside the media area, so you're not really commingled with everybody. So
yeah.
everybody's not breathing on you and stuff like that. But I enjoy it because I started giving out these stickers. So and I trick people all the time. Like I was at the Cowtown Cahuta Festival where Jaime was playing a couple weeks ago, and I sneak up. I say, "Hey, do you know what time it is?" And they go like I said, and they says, "No, it's Tejano time." And they say, "Oh, you got me," and stuff. So I've been doing that. And
Catchy.
yeah, it is. I like it, and you know, I lose money on this too. I think each one is like the big ones are like cost me a dime, and the itty bitty ones. I like the itty bitty ones because you can put them on the back of your cell phone. Where's my cell phone? Oh yeah, like right here. It works great.
Oh yeah.
You know that little ring? I got a brand new
Mhm.
phone. This is the 17 Pro, and it's got a little magnet there. It fits exactly in front of there, and you can still use the magnet part to charge it. So
17 Pro, man, that's the money there.
oh no no no! I got it for free. I got it for free, dude.
We got
Uh,
we got
sh-
15s.
oh wait, before this, I had the other than 2 weeks ago, I had the iPhone 11,
Oh damn.
and before that, I had the 6, and I had the 11 because my wife washed her phone, and so
Oh
I said,
damn.
well, since we have a baby, I think the 11 came out like no wait, 10 years ago, and
Something
so
like that. I
yeah,
think
it
I had a
was.
13 and then I had an 8 or something like that. And then
Yeah, but
my
I got it
wife,
for
she's
free. I got this one for free, dude.
yeah, my
It's
wife, she's like, you're upgrading already. It's like, okay, let's upgrade. And then before that, I was an Android person.
oh,
But
you
then
were?
but then when we start watching shows and stuff like that, we want to record. For some reason, the Androids, it statics a lot.
Oh,
Like we
really?
can't hear the bands playing. So now with the iPhones, you can hear the bands playing clear. So I was like, okay,
Okay.
I guess I'll stick with it.
On Tejano Talk, you know, I think I'm the only one that does this. Out of all the podcasts and stuff, I show pre-recorded video of artists performing. I don't know anybody that does that. And I know, yeah. Do you know Felipe with the AGL? He's got a
I think so.
YouTube.
Yeah,
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 and he records it, but it's just live recording. I mean, not live recording. It's just recorded. There's no nobody like us on it. There's not a podcaster talking about it and stuff like that. But
yeah.
and I love my Pocket Three. But my Pocket Three, if I'm near a speaker, it's gonna hear the speaker like that. If I'm near an accordion, it's gonna highlight the accordion much. So, it's good and bad. I got to figure out how to do that. But it's good that I get real good shots.
You
But
get you a boom mic.
well, you know what? I do have a boom mic, but I just haven't attached it. Yeah, there's things I could do to make it better. I
Yeah.
could even mic it up. I should mic it up. I should get those mini. What do they call those? The ones you put right here,
Oh
like
yeah.
that. That'll
Those are
put.
good. Those are good for interviews. Like if
Yeah, yeah,
that's one I usually take to fanfare with me,
yeah.
and I bought a little handle for it, so you put it on top of
Oh
it.
yeah,
You
I've
can sit
got.
there like a
Oh,
real
oh,
mic.
hold on a second. No, no, I was gonna say. Oh man, I should have brought it. I actually bought one of the. I have those because I used to have it back in the day, and I bought one for the Rode mic,
Oh, okay,
and
yeah.
it slips right there. And then I had to make one of those little things that goes around the holder to make look kind of professional.
Yeah.
And then I met this one guy. He had a real nice one. I said, "Where'd you get it?" And he said he ordered it on Shopify. And so, but then I went on Amazon just like about a month ago, and they have blanks. And so I just put this little bitty sticker on it on all four sides,
Yeah. You
and it
put
works for
custom,
me.
they probably have the custom ones. I need to get
Yeah,
some
yeah.
more.
This
I
guy
have,
did.
I have the square ones that actually go on the top like this,
Yeah.
and then
Oh, it
but
is square. The one I bought was square.
I had some stickers made for all four sides, but that thing's already old. I need to get some new
Yeah.
stickers for it.
Well, I'm cheap. Look what I did. I just did this. I just put the sticker on there.
Hey, that works. You're presenting
Yeah,
it, so
exactly. I'm all about branding,
yeah.
like that, and pulling out my stickers and stuff like that. But hey, how come you don't sell merch? I mean, I don't. I'm not. I don't sell merch either. But why don't
We
you?
try,
I
we
mean,
try to. We try to. It gets expensive, man. Especially now, the prices of everything's going up.
yeah.
And we did sell shirts for a while and stuff, but
I want one of your shirts. I want the original Three Amigos shirt that you have. Well, I'm
yeah,
sorry, I don't want the Tejano TV one. I want the Three Amigos ones that you guys have, like that. And
I need to get. Actually need to get some new ones made and stuff. The Three Amigos ones, but everybody wanted the Tejano TV ones, or the
okay,
back then the Mas Chingon Radio ones. So
yeah. Well,
that's the reason why we made a lot of those.
Well, I don't. Okay. Well, that one that you have on, I don't want that one. I would want the one that has that was on my thumbnail, the one that has the star.
Oh, the
Right.
star, yeah.
Yeah.
I like this because it was like the retro MTV type.
MTV. Yes, I caught that.
That was the reason why we made it. Especially D made the intro that I
Yeah.
want my TTV, and it just caught on with it. So it
Yeah.
was just our version of it.
Oh, it's
Playing
good. It's
music
catchy
videos.
because
Yeah,
for people who grew up with MTV, like
yeah, that
we
was us.
probably did.
The Generation X, Xers.
Yeah.
We grew up with the MTV. Then now that they're off the air, well, the music part of it's off the air.
Yeah. Yeah.
That just it's a kind of a throwback.
Yeah. I mean, now they just do what's that? Uh, what's that
Real,
called? Reality TV mostly.
yeah, I can't stand all that.
Yeah. Well, some of it I like. I like a little drama. I even watch the Kardashians. One time my wife, I made this mistake. She hates the Kardashians, and so I was watching the Kardashians, and she started like talking bad about them. I said, "Hey, hey, 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 hey! I have had a relationship with the Kardashians longer than I've known you, so don't disrespect my Kardashians."
And I don't know. I can't do reality TV.
Yeah.
The only drama I like is just the wrestling. That's all I watch.
Oh,
So
okay. Oh,
I can't
that's
really do
reality
too much.
TV. Okay.
Yeah, I can't really do too much reality TV.
Okay. All right. Hey, we had mentioned. I just found out today that Mas Chingon Radio is no longer Mas Chingon Radio. What happened?
Yeah. Oh man, we have to cut it off. Honestly, I think I overdid it a little bit longer than I should have.
What do
I
you
think
mean
it
you
should have been.
overdid
I
it?
think it should have been cut off a little bit earlier. It was just the fact that I think, and this is to me, this is has nothing to do with anybody else's opinion. It's just mine. I think as long as FM's still around, it's going to be hard to have internet radio station successfully because
Why?
everybody still wants to hear the same songs over and over and over, and you see it on social media at least once a week, and it becomes a big topic again. Why does everybody keep playing the same music over and over? And it's like
That's
I don't
FM
know.
radio. They play the same music over. But
Yeah,
internet
well, so
radio.
a lot of internet radio does too. They
Oh, they
just
do. Okay.
yeah,
You
they
guys
want to
didn't,
be.
right?
No, we didn't. We want to play a lot of the new stuff, but it was just
Yeah. You went by
there's
the
so many.
People's Choice, right? The People's
Yeah,
Radio.
but it's just I don't know. It's just I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. No, I think it was hard to keep DJs at this point. Everybody wanted to go. Either it was just the music that I told them, hey, we're gonna have to play new music or something, or they just didn't agree with it, or they wanted to play what they wanted to play,
Yeah.
and it's just a lack of support. I guess it was. We couldn't find any sponsors. It was very hard to find a sponsor for it, and it got too costly for us personally.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
How come
okay, I think
Bumper can find all these sponsors?
that's a question for him to answer. That I
No,
don't know.
he's got to spill his secrets, like
Yeah, for real.
yeah. I
It's
actually
a,
go ahead.
it's a like I said, it was due to all that. But like I said, I mean, I wasn't on the air for quite some time. I stopped DJing, well, on air personality for a while, since especially after Tejano TV started. When we kept on going with the Three Amigos part, I was like, okay, this is taking a lot of my time.
Yeah.
Adding the videos, downloading videos, doing all these shows, and programming all this stuff for TV.
Right.
I didn't have time for all that no more. And the only one who was actually doing it was our DJ Nune from Washington. And I
Okay.
pretty much took the job away from him now because he was the only one doing it. But he's still doing our top 10 music video countdown now. But
Okay.
we're trying to find something for him to do because he still wants to continue to DJ. Anybody wants to stick with us. But like I said, I think I took it a little. I think honestly I should have stopped it a while back. And that was just my personal opinion with it. It's just like
Okay.
I,
But
I think I drug it on a little too far.
okay, now you have on Tejano TV. You have a top 10, and it's done by Tejano to the
All,
Bone, huh?
No, Slick Rick helps us
Yeah.
out on there. The whole crew actually helps us out.
Yeah.
There's myself, there's D, there's Marcus, DJ Nunez, Slick Rick, Keith Leal from Tejano Time Podcast,
I have a question about him. Okay, but I'll ask you later.
and then Anthony from Grupo Potente. He helps out.
Okay. Oh
Uh,
yeah.
So, and then every now and then, we'll get special guests or something like that. Or Rick is good at finding somebody else to actually introduce his videos for him. So he'll
Okay.
find somebody out in the audience, or he'll get an artist that he sees and says, "Hey, can you do the video?" And they'll do it. So we end up with guests that we didn't even know were on there.
Okay. Slick Rick is from DFW, so I run into
Yeah.
him every once in a while here, and he told me about. I said I didn't know you were. I saw. I think he had a T-shirt or something embroidered or something like that. Is it on TV? I said, "Oh wow,
Yeah,
where'd you get that?" He said, "I do the show on time." You do? I didn't know that.
yeah,
And so,
yeah. We had some custom polo shirts made, and we had the logo on the side right here, stuff. So that was one of our years when we went to Fanfare, and actually almost the whole crew was there. So we all had a good time,
except for D.
except for D.
Yeah, D.
He was the only one that didn't show up, but it was all right.
Yeah. I mean, I like doing fanfare, the media gala. And Lawrence, he does DJ Endo, he does the interviewing. And so I told you we have two booths because the past 2 years we've had a booth.
Yeah.
And Lawrence just takes over the whole thing because he's interviewing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And and the first time I was a little upset because we were going to do this, and I go, you know what? He's right. I'm not here to do this. The idea I had in my head. You know what? It's the artist. I need to support him and do all that stuff. But and last year, same thing. I bring the artist. Make sure that he has a incoming flux of artists coming in for him to do his live thing. But he's also trying to sell merch. And then I said couldn't do both of those. And so I said last year, I said, you know what? I'm gonna get two booths. We'll do one for your live show, and then we'll do the other one for merch. And so this year, we're gonna sell It's Tejano Time T-shirts because
Nice.
people have been asking me all the time, "Do you sell that?" I said, "No, I don't sell these." I said, "You sell T-shirts?" I said, "No, sorry, I don't sell. But I'll give you a sticker for free."
You
Yeah,
need
because
to, man. You need to. I mean, I'm
yeah,
sure a lot of people would like, hey, it's Tejano time. Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Wear it. I mean, wear the shirt. Tell them, hey, or do some giveaways too. Hey,
Yeah.
where
I
you,
think
I'll give you a hat if you do that. Hey, it's Tejano time. Whatever. What
right.
time is it? What's Tejano time?
I don't want to do merch because the same reason why you're not doing merch because it's expensive,
Yeah,
and
it does.
so I don't want to carry that stuff to Vegas, and if it doesn't sell, I got to carry it back,
Right.
and so, but Lawrence was kind of adamant we need to sell these T-shirts, and I said, okay, I'll tell you what, all I want you could put my logo in there. I don't want it modified, and I want it on the front. I want a big one on the front, nothing on the back. I don't want this little logo here and then the back because then it'll look like my shirts.
Yeah.
My shirts are my shirts and like that. So put it like that. And I said it has to be on a black T-shirt. I don't want white T-shirts, blue, pink, anything. It's got to be black. Keep
Yeah.
my my branding the same. So other than that, and you put he's gonna do it, and I said, okay, then you keep all the profits because
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay for merch and bring it back and forth like that. And he said,
Right.
and because you know what, I think Bumper did it the first year. He got a booth. I saw, I'm sure he sold a lot, but I'm sure he didn't sell it all because a few months later he was still, say, hey, I still got some shirts. Still got some shirts because it's not easy selling merch there, and even the artists that
Yeah.
have big followings don't can't sell all their merch there. I mean,
Yeah. It's
they're
hard,
trying to
especially
sell.
for us. Especially
Yeah,
for us in radio and podcasting, it's hard. Hey,
yeah.
you got Marcus on there. Marcus said
I
Buds
do.
and Machine.
Oh, wait, I didn't see him. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Buzz. Hey, Marcus. Mas Chingon. Let's see what else you got. Okay. All right. Yeah, I told Marcus you're going to be on the show like that. Hey, Marcus, why don't you put something embarrassing about Juan or something up there? I'll show it. Maybe he'll address it. I don't know. But
We're
yeah.
always at each other anyways on the show. It's
Oh
funny.
yeah. Marcus is
Um,
great. I
yeah,
love seeing him and his wife and stuff. Christina, right?
Cynthia.
Cynthia. I knew it started with a C, right? Cynthia.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I'm bad with names like that. And so, what's that?
yeah.
Oh,
We
okay.
love Marcus. Considering that he's one of the only two black guys in Tejano music. So it's
Oh, I got my ass chewed because I said the only two black guys on there, and they were saying about Bobby Butler. Was that it?
Bobby Butler. Yeah,
Yeah,
Bobby Butler.
and I said, how am I supposed to know who this guy is? And then I explained. I said, hey, I didn't grow up in Tejano, and only Tejano I knew is basically music videos and artists. And Bobby was is art. Well, when did he stop performing?
He was continuing performing up until the mid teens. 2015,
Oh, really?
2016. Yeah,
Because
he had released a CD, and then I think a couple years after that is when he actually passed.
okay, because he never had a music video, as far as I know, back in
No,
the '90s.
no. I think I had to research, but no, they were mostly like concert shows and stuff
Yeah,
and stuff that
because
they cut up.
back then, if it didn't have a music video, I didn't know who the artists were
Yeah.
like that, and like I didn't know who Potente is when I interviewed Anthony. They didn't have music videos back then because Freddie Records. I think they were Freddie. Freddie
Yeah.
didn't put in the money for music videos back in the '90s, and I think Jaime de Anda I only had one Jaime de Anda video, and I think there might have been two, but I didn't get the second one before I stopped doing it.
Well, I think
But
that the thing in I guess the thing in the '90s was, I mean, music videos were starting to come out,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
for Tejano. Anything else was usually either like a Johnny Canales or a Que Rogelio show, or one of the other Spanish channels that actually had it. And then somebody down the line ended up cutting them segments out of them shows and turning them into videos.
Oh,
And that's a
really?
lot of like the ones that we have, our Tejano Classics channel, a lot of them are from like the Johnny Canales shows and Aquel Rogelio because those were the videos that they showed at the time. And later on, a lot of artists, we had some Emilio and David Lee and Elsa Garcia and Selena, they all came out with actual music videos.
Right,
But a
right,
lot of
right.
them are concerts or TV programs that they came out on.
Yeah, I've uh, for for the longest time, I used to boast about having the largest personal collection of Tejano music videos in the world because I was one of the few. You know, there's Rock and Roll James, but he wasn't a full time host back in the day with the. I think it was Pura Vida or Pura. Oh wait. You know, this is what it was. Puro Tejano. I still have the sticker from back in the day, and
Wow.
one of these days I'm gonna talk to Rock and Roll James. Maybe, hopefully, have a. I don't have a relationship with him like Bumper does,
Yeah.
but I was gonna share. I don't know if he still has these, but this is from back in the day, and he. I think it was Puro Tejano and Tejano Country.
Hmm.
I never got to see Puro Tejano because it wasn't up in North Texas, but Tejano Country was, and you know they never gave us the networks never gave us due diligence or the respect for
Hmm.
that because I would have to put in a 3 hour or a 6 hour DVD. I mean, not DVD, but VCR tape in there because sometimes it would show at 11 o'clock, sometimes it would
Hmm.
show at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, and or they wait until Saturday morning. You know, and so they were just filler. I guess because they had to do some public uh, radio. I mean, you know, public. How do you say that? Minority shows or something like that.
Yeah.
Reflect for the.
That's the way. Because we actually have our top 10 music video countdown. It's actually showing on
Oh wow.
San Antonio's public access channel,
Okay.
TVSA.
Yeah.
So of course they add it in at different times. You know, they play it Tuesday,
Oh yeah.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yeah.
Kind of not actual fillers. We actually got a set time, but I told him I was like, if you need a filler or whatever, throw it in
Yeah.
there. You know,
Yeah.
extra time.
I used to. I started off on public access. Like I did Tejano dance Tejano before I did Tejano time, and yeah, and then some people started later on, you know, because I was on the public in Dallas and Fort Worth. I started in Fort Worth first for an hour. I made an hour show, and then I bought cable time in Dallas for a half hour, and so
Nice.
I came on twice for a half hour Wednesdays and Fridays from 8 to 8:30, and on an hour on Wednesdays and Fridays in Fort Worth from 8 to 9. So I put more commercials from 8 to 9 when I started putting commercials in there. But
Nice.
after you know, when I came back, people were starting to recognize me and say, "Yeah, I remember your show." And I said, "Oh, you live in Dallas?" No, I live in so and so town. And I go, "How did you see my show like that?" And I found out that the what do we call that? Public radio? I mean, public. We
Public
just
access channel.
public access. They trade, and so they traded my shows for over there, and so I was in South Texas in a few areas. I don't know if I was consistently there, but yeah, I didn't know that they did that. So some
Huh?
people recognize me from back
Yeah, they
then.
kept you in rotation, huh?
Yeah, they kept it because you know we're free programming. I always
Yeah,
give
of
it to
course,
them.
of course.
Yeah, but yeah, they did me real good over there. You know what? I don't know if you knew this, but back in the day, do you remember reality TV where this one female lady, she interviewed a guy and brought his friend who was gay, and the gay guy wanted to date his friend, and
Hmm.
he outed that on TV, live
No.
TV or
Hmm.
pre-recorded TV, and the guy ended up killing the gay guy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and
That's crazy.
so I came out during that time. I didn't come out, but my show was out during
Yeah.
that time. And so when I put it, when I was buying time on TV, they said, "Do you have insurance?" And I go, "Why do I need insurance?" They said, "In case you get sued, because that lady caused me to have carry $1 million worth of liability insurance."
Damn.
Like that, and that stuff. It was like a couple $100s a month, but it was still a lot of money back then. Because, but yeah, but do you carry insurance? No.
Well, this is all internet stuff. This isn't
Yeah,
public,
I know.
public access. I guess when you're dealing with public access channels like PBS or something, I guess it's a
Yeah.
whole different
Oh yeah, yeah,
situation. But that's why they tell you the little fine print that they're not responsible for,
yeah.
your content. I guess that you have on your shows and stuff. You know that you're on your own with that, as
That's
long as you're
true.
complying with their rules, or else they cut you off.
Yeah, and that's true because they said if they come after us and you don't have insurance, they're going for the big money, which is this whole station. And
Yeah.
so yeah, so I had to carry $1 million. But
Yeah, no, I
so
mean, they told me the fine print when I signed up for having the top 10 on their channel and stuff, and
yeah,
they said as long as you behave yourself and all that stuff, and I told the guys, hey, we're on top 10, we're on the public access channel, let's be cool and do
yeah.
your introduce the video, and but
Are
everybody's
they?
been good about
Do they have to? Are they bouncing off your license to play the radio, or do they have their own license for broadcasting?
it. For the public access channel.
Yeah, for your music.
No, as long as we own our own content and stuff, and of course, we have permission to play the videos, of course, and stuff.
Oh yeah,
But as long as we own all our stuff and we're not doing like third party, like Geico commercials or anything like that, and
oh
then we're
yeah,
good.
yeah. You know what? These when I don't know if you had this issue. How long you been doing time TV? Like 4 year, 4 or 5
Three
years,
years,
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, and YouTube, started doing. I think I've been doing three. Did we start around the same time?
It might have
I
been, or
think.
I think you probably did a little bit before I did, but
Okay, because I remember you contacted me and asked me to. You were like 1 month too late. Because
oh,
if
okay.
you contacted me a month earlier, I would have been on Tejano TV, like that. But Lawrence and I had a relationship because of EV Mux and
Oh,
stuff, and
okay,
so
okay,
he and I decided to do a project together, and so and
okay. Yeah,
that's
I remember that conversation. Yeah.
yeah, and so, but okay, I wanted to bring this up because Marcus and I were always. Has he ever talked to you about doing a collab? Because he and I always say, man, we should just get those two guys together and just work out a deal. Because this stuff is hard, and Weiss tried to do two separate. Because we have Tejano Connects, and we also have a Roku channel and stuff
Okay.
like
Yeah.
that. And so, but it's my fault why we haven't grown because I've been in this divorce process for about 3 years, and I'm going, man.
It eats you up.
Yeah, it does. And so I'm like, I'm holding Lawrence back and stuff like that. But I'm getting divorced like within the next few weeks officially, and hopefully officially. And so I have more time dedicated where I could start. I'm not as depressed as I was.
Yeah.
And so yeah, because you get lethargic and stuff. And this, we don't get paid a lot or if anything for this, and so you got to be self motivated for this stuff.
Yeah, I think when before I got with Lila, I think I was going through the same situation, except mine was horrible. But
Okay.
I think I actually took it out on the station. Like I was like also motivated, but I guess at the behind the scene I was like real angry, and I just needed
Yeah.
something to take it out on. And I think I took it out on the channel and at the station and my shows and stuff. I
Yeah.
guess it was a way to let the frustration out in a way, but.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, I don't know your situation. I don't know your ex-wife, so I'm not, or
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything like that. But my
Oh no, we're
situation
still
was,
friends. We're still friends.
yeah.
She
Um,
actually lives like 2 or 3 blocks away from me because we have a
okay.
daughter
I don't
together.
want her to watch it and they say I'm gonna kill his ass or something. But no, that's why I'm
I'll
not
tell
gonna
you a
say
story.
anything.
Okay, go finish yours, and I'll tell you a story about my wife.
But I was just saying that it's like you take it out on this because you
Yeah.
love what you do and it's a way out of your
Oh
your
yeah.
reality a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
So, but you still have fun with it.
Oh yeah, yeah. A few years ago, I played Tejano music when my daughter's in the car, and I always go, you know who this is? And she goes, Selena, and I said, wow, how'd you know that? Because you always ask that when Selena's on the station, and like that. And then my wife chimed in and said, and she told me this. You know what? I go, what? I never liked Selena, and I go. Are you serious? You're joking with me, right? Because you know what? I said, no, I never liked it. And I go, you know what? If you had told me that when we were dating, we would have never happened. We would have never been, married like that. Because I didn't know that. I mean, my wife and I, I met her through salsa music. And so she never liked the Tejano or Selena. I was like, oh my God. So that was it.
I was like,
That
don't
was the
tell me she
downfall.
didn't like the Hano then. And I was like, okay.
Oh, she doesn't like Tejano. She's not. She's at Tejanita. She was born and raised in Texas, but she likes rock and she likes country, or mostly rock or soft rock. She don't listen to Spanish. She can't speak Spanish. Some
Oh,
people say I can't either.
me and Lila met through Tejano music, so
Oh
that
yeah.
was like
Oh
our
yeah.
first
That's
love. So I mean,
yeah.
we met during fanfare time. We met at the I think the first or the second internet radio gala and stuff,
Yeah.
and became good friends. We worked
Yes, sir.
together, and so now we're married, and still involved in it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's going to work out for you. We all
Yeah,
hope so.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Crack the whip like like that.
No,
All right.
we're still good. We're happy, and that's all that matters to us. We're just happy. So.
Yeah. So how long did you have Mastering going, and when did you actually break off with it? Or did you sell it to somebody else, or did you give
No,
it
no,
to
no,
somebody else?
no. I still own the name, so I mean, if I ever really wanted to come back out with it, I can whenever I wanted to because I still own the name.
Yeah.
The stream is actually still there,
Oh,
but it's off. It's
it's
just
on a
like
loop.
yeah, no. It's completely dead air. So I mean, there's really nothing there. I have
Okay.
the stream actually turned off.
Okay.
No, we started. I think I started it back in 2013, at the end
Oh
of
wow.
2013, and then yeah, so 13 years later. About a month or so, about a month ago, actually, back in early in May, is when I actually cut it off, and I was like, okay, I think this is it.
Yeah.
I think
It's run its
really
course.
nothing there. Yeah, yeah, it ran. I think like I said, think I overdid it. I mean, it was just I didn't have the energy for it right now.
Yeah.
Uh, I was still getting all the music and putting them in there, so it was just pretty much just running by itself, and the
Yeah.
ads and everything else. But I just
You and
didn't
your
have the
wife
energy
have
for it.
synergy because she isn't she like a promoter or or
Yeah,
distributes
she does
music.
yeah, she does some promotion work and stuff for a few artists and stuff. So she's still doing that, and of course, sending music out to all the radio stations out there.
Okay, so you got a little foot in there for new music with her too.
Yeah, whatever she gets, just send it to me, and of course, if I don't have it, or she'll send them out just to everybody at the same time. I'll tell her just
Yeah.
one email, send it to everybody, including myself.
What if you don't like it? You're not gonna put. Oh well, I guess you don't have you don't have the radio station where you don't have that
No, no,
argument. So
yeah.
this artist kind of sucks. This one they didn't put in the effort for this. You
Yeah,
know.
no, there was some artists I told him I was like, you need a little bit more for this.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be rude because it wasn't really my place to tell him, hey, this shit sucks, whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, I'm sorry, it just won't fit. I can't play it, whatever.
Yeah.
So I didn't, I really didn't.
Yeah, I forgot who it was. I saw an interview, and that because so they like an artist brought in the music to somebody. It might have been your show. I can't remember. Uh, but they said, "Here's the music like that," and then they listened and said, and the DJ or whoever it was, they said, "Is this? Do you love this song? Is this the best you could do? Is this the best? Do you think you can improve it?" And if the artist says, "Yeah, it's the best I could do," I mean, yeah, it could be improved. Well, then don't give it to me until it is like that, because if you're doing a cheat, you could tell if they put effort in it or if had good production. If you just whipped in some stuff and just tweaked
Yeah,
it a little bit, yeah, and that's it. No, that's not good enough. At least for our
yeah.
genre, you should put more effort. You know.
Yeah, I think for any genre, actually,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
you should put effort into it, not just half-ass it
yeah,
and let it go out and stuff. Really take time to. I mean, I understand a lot of artists they actually want to put the music out there real quick and get it out,
yeah.
but
Right.
take time with it.
Yeah. Make people fall in love with it.
Yeah,
You know. Yeah. All right. Well, it's sad that Machine on the People's Radio, is
the People
gone.
Station.
The People Station. So
Yeah,
they
the
should
People
have
Station.
supported it. You know.
Yeah, we had some good times with it. I mean, we had a lot of DJs come and go, of course, and I enjoyed the hell out of it when I started it. Like I said, it was just also with the Hano TV. It took a lot of time actually
Yeah.
to get it to where it's at right now. At this point, it was a lot of days and nights. Days waking up on the
Right.
weekends and having to mess with it, and nights trying to messing with it when I get home from work
Yeah.
and trying to configure a lot of stuff and get it to where it's at right now at this point. It was a lot, and like I said, when it came to the radio part, mastering, I just didn't have the energy for it no more. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, I'm not doing any shows anymore. I haven't done them for a while.
Uh, okay.
and which
I
is
was
like
gonna. Yeah,
just
I was gonna
cut it off.
say. Uh, besides, you have another. How to say? Okay, let's talk about Keith. Okay, he has a internet radio station too, doesn't he?
Yeah, yeah, he
Yeah.
does. He has the Houston's Tejano
Hot.
hits.
Yeah, Houston Time is, and I watch his show. Well, he used to only be on Sundays, and now he does whenever he can get
He's
one.
usually live on Mondays because he has a Tejano Time podcast, which he does on Mondays, and
Okay,
then he
well,
does
that's
his
what I meant. That's what
yeah.
when I talk about it, Time podcast, and uh, okay, because I know you contacted me first,
Mhm.
and when I looked up Time podcast, who's this? And I looked on YouTube and like that. I said, when did he create his? Create his? Because I don't want to. I didn't want to. Well, I'm the original, so I
Well,
wasn't stepping on anybody.
yours is it's Tejano Time. His is Tejano Time
Well, no,
podcast.
you
So,
see this?
yeah,
Okay, but yeah,
you
I
don't
was
have
gonna
to
say.
fight for royalties in.
Well, I don't have to fight for royalties for this, but because I have copyright on this sucker,
Yeah.
and I did this back in the '90s. You know what? On Facebook, there's a Tejano Time on Facebook, and I'm going, "Who the hell is this?" Like that, and there's a radio station up north. Is that Tejano Time? I'm going, That's not worth fighting. Not
Yeah.
for me. You
Well,
know,
there was a couple other people that had, you know, Tejano Television, whatever. And I actually own the right to Tejano Television,
yeah,
Mastering on Radio, Tejano TV, whatever. But I mean, overall, basic, I mean, it is Tejano Television. So,
yeah,
and I've seen a couple of ones that, they have their, like, for instance, Calamo had a Calamo Tejano Television or whatever. Cool.
yeah.
Cool. Because they have their name in front of it and stuff, Calamo. But they do their own thing too.
Yeah, but I was wondering. I never met Keith, but I was going when he decided to put Tano Time podcast. How come he didn't look for another Tano Time? I mean, the only difference between this and that, it's.
Right.
Yeah.
That distinguishes the difference between the two. It's
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
you don't have podcasts. He does. Tejano Time podcast. So
Yeah. Okay, I understand. I don't know why he didn't think of. Why not
I don't.
brand it
That
with
would yeah,
his Hot Tejano, podcast. I don't know why he didn't do that.
yeah.
And
I don't
so,
know. That would be a him question to ask that
well,
answer
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
question.
I mean, you have nothing to do with it. That I mean, but you could have said, "Hey, there's another podcast named It's Tejano Time."
Well, he actually had it before I even contacted him about doing that.
Well,
So
okay,
he's had it for a while.
okay, because I was gonna say
Yeah.
my podcast came out on YouTube before his did.
Oh, okay. But
Because I
that part
looked
I
at
did.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not. But I was going, I don't know why he didn't do some due diligence in that. But and
You need to bring Keith on the show and ask him that question.
hey, I support him. I mean, I watch his and I give him a shout out. Just like the Three Amigos, I give him a shout out and stuff. But hey, you know what? I saw Marcus say. Every few minutes, I'm hearing a subscription fall off. Oh my God, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about that. Hey, Marcus.
Ongoing joke, huh?
Yeah, it is. Hopefully, the viewership doesn't go below 1,000. Like I have more, so I have a little. Leeway right there. So if we drop a couple, I'll still be over the 1,000, like that. But you guys got more the subscribers than I do, on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
I
I don't know how many the YouTube analytics I really don't follow. I follow more just Google Analytics when it comes to Tejano TV
yeah.
and stuff like that. That's what I've been usually following and stuff
How do you
because
do
the
Google
numbers
Analytics?
on the program that we use. There's actually a section for Google Analytics. So when you sign up for Google and stuff, there
Not EV
you,
Mops, right? It's
no, no,
the
no, 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 no.
okay,
It's like the just Tejano TV itself.
okay.
So all the streaming and stuff, and we can always
Oh, that's how
it's
you find out the numbers, their views, and
yeah,
stuff like that.
the
Okay.
numbers and the views, and of course we got our apps and how we program the apps and how we program the music into the apps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Everything, a lot of it's coded when it comes to the apps and stuff. So we got to implement that Google Analytics code into that file or
Yeah.
that
That's
code.
that's a
That's a lot
Lawrence.
of technical
Yeah,
talk.
that's a
Yeah,
Lawrence thing. He's in charge of
that's a lot.
Title Connects
Yeah, that's a lot of
on
technical
Roku.
talk.
Yeah,
But yeah, you gotta implement that code into a lot of stuff,
yeah.
and that's how you get the numbers.
I think you guys use the same software that to do that.
Yeah,
The
actually,
Roku
he
channel.
can. Yeah, I don't know. I think he uses something else, but He actually can code better than I can. Probably, I think
Oh, yeah.
he codes himself.
Yeah, I know. That's why he's my partner. He can do all that stuff. If I have a
I
question, you can do it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
try to learn it. I mean, I know some of it, yes, and but I got to go through. I got to research a lot of stuff, and that's where the kind of the Chat GPT is in order to teach me how to
Yeah.
do it and stuff. So I
I
said, okay, how do you put this in there? And
okay.
they tell me.
I have a question because when I sent you the thumbnail, you asked me for the graphic, and I know when I create a thumbnail, I'm just taking screenshots, and whenever I put it on YouTube, and if you're watching it on a phone, the
Mhm.
thumbnail looks good, but if you put it on a computer screen or a Roku tape, it's all pixelated and as blurry as f, like
Yeah.
that. And so, is that why you asked for the graphic? Did it come out
No,
better?
it was just to share it on Facebook to let them know I was going to be on the show.
Yeah, but the you could do the link I gave you. You could do the link on and it'll take it. If you just copy the link for the thumbnail I gave you,
Hmm.
it'll take them directly to YouTube like that.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know because I shared it. I just put it on Facebook and said, okay, I'm going to be on the show, whatever, and that was it.
Okay, well if they clicked on it, it would take them straight to YouTube.
Oh, okay.
But you know what? You're not the only one that didn't know that because artists have said that before. It's, oh, I didn't know that. I say, yeah, you use the thumbnail, click on it, and it'll link it. Just post it on all your social media.
Oh,
But
okay. Yeah.
I'm not great at YouTube, but I certainly suck at Facebook. And Nemo said if, because we used to start the show at 7, like
Mhm.
that. What time do you officially start?
At 8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock? Sometimes you're late, sometimes you're early.
Yeah, depending on sound check and if everybody's ready
Yeah,
yet.
yeah. I try to almost. I, you know what? I don't think I've ever missed a time. Yeah, well, I always started at 7. Well, for the longest time, and I wanted to do it at 8, and I said Nemo said, "Nope, not unless you're on Facebook and TikTok like that." And I can't do TikTok because I don't have 1,000 subscribers on TikTok. I think that's what he for me to do live, but now someone's telling me I don't need 1,000 subscribers to go live, but I
It's been
thought
a
you.
while since I actually messed with it. I think the last time I went on it was you needed 1,000 or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think I'm past that already a
Do
long
you
time
do
ago.
TikTok? You live stream to
I
TikTok?
I haven't live streamed the TikTok in quite some time. I barely messed with it today, and I was just upload something whatever. But I haven't really messed with it, gone live
Okay.
on it in a
So
while.
you do Facebook and YouTube. That's it.
YouTube, yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's going to take care of 90% of the Tejano artists. I mean,
yeah.
Tejano
I
audience.
mean, yeah. And then of course Facebook it rolls over to Instagram by itself. So I mean, we got that covered
Oh, it
too.
does? I didn't know
Yeah,
that. Oh,
yeah. If you link the two, since they're all Meta company anyway, so.
yeah. Is yours on Facebook a group or a personal page or what?
I have it to our Tano TV page.
So is what kind of page is that?
Just a regular, I guess, fan page, as you would call
Oh,
it.
it's a fan. I don't know. I know I have a personal page, and that's the only place I post this live feed, but it doesn't go live. And I was wondering, is that why? Because it's on a personal page and not a media page or a fan page or a creator page or. See, I don't know any of that.
I guess it would be a creator page,
Okay. Well,
So,
maybe that's why I can't go live on my
well,
personal page.
I think you gotta, if you started, I think you gotta have it for so long, like 60 days or something, before you can actually go live on it.
Oh, I've had it for years. My
Oh, well, then you
personal
should be able
page.
to go live on it.
Well, it won't let me do it because if I go, I even try to do it in the middle of a show when Nemo's asking a question. Let me go see if I could do it live. It won't. I have to do it right after the show, and then and I make it open to the public because right now it's set for private, and I can't get it off of private like until after the show's over. So I
You
don't know.
gotta go in there and mess with the settings a little bit.
Yeah, I don't have time for that. I don't get paid for this. I don't. And this is just for fun and everybody out there that loves Tejano music and get to know everything. And I'm sorry, everybody. Tejano News segment. We're not doing that today because remember, it's Tejano time. We do whatever I want. So if you want the Tejano News, go to Tejano Nation. You know what? Search for Tejano News. Okay. So there's a plug there. You know what? I don't think I'm good enough to ask Tejano Nation to let me stream live on their page. I think that's how Bumper blew up too, because he started. What do you think of Bumper? Since we're out there.
He's a cool guy, man. He's definitely got the momentum right now
Oh
in
yeah,
Tejano as far as media goes and stuff. I mean, he's out there pushing in, and he's out there at, Gilbert's Mexican restaurant. He's out there at all the events and
Oh
stuff,
yeah, yeah,
man.
yeah. That's good. He's
And
probably making money there. I'm sure he's not
and
doing it for free
but
anymore.
no, I mean he's really made a name for himself the
Yeah.
past few years when he's been doing this stuff. So
Oh yeah.
a
I
big
think.
shout out going out to him.
Oh
I
yeah.
want to.
I tell people. He treats me a little bit different nowadays. But a few years ago, I said, you know what? He's the next Johnny Canales. I could totally see him doing it. I can't think of another podcaster that could probably do well on that. And he's got the momentum. Other than Rock and Roll James, but I don't think Rock and Roll James wants to do that. But and I don't know if Bumper wants to do that, but I could totally see him doing it like that. Cause
I think Rock and Roll James. I think he still does a radio show though too.
oh
So
yeah, yeah, he
on
does
the
the radio
side.
show. He's got his own band. He makes good money on doing his podcast.
Yeah,
But
so his plate's pretty much full right now at this point.
yeah, and he's got a sugar mama. His wife has got money. I mean, not money, but she's got a job. I think she's a teacher. Not that teachers make a lot of money, but
Hey man, Rock and Roll James has been in this industry for since I don't know when, a long time ago, probably the late '80s, early '90s.
yeah.
So he's been doing this
But,
for quite
but
some
you know
time.
what? I think Bumper said that he doesn't consider that Rock and Roll James doesn't consider his podcast a Tejano podcast. He does whatever he wants. He just happens to have Tejano artists on it a vast majority of the time. But
Yeah.
he's a variety show, I guess. I don't know. So
Uh,
maybe that's
each,
why
each,
he. Go ahead.
yeah, each calls their own shows, however they call it. I mean, we're a Tejano show, so I mean we
Yeah.
have all Tejanos on there and stuff. So
Yeah, look, it says Tejano on mine.
right.
But I was at the Cowtown Cajuto Festival, and everybody was saying that it's Cajuto time, and I go, oh, same thing. It's Tejanos. We like all types of music. Cajuto,
It's all in the same. I don't know
same
why people
genre.
try to split it up so much. And you
Yeah,
listen to both. So I mean,
yeah,
and I don't know why you try to split it. You listen to the hometown boys just as much as you do,
yeah. Michael Salgado. But you know what? I interviewed. Have you had Gary Hobbs on your show? On the Three
Yeah, we did.
Amigos?
We had him I think last year actually or the year before.
Okay, I think I had him like a couple years ago, and he was very adamant about Tejano. It's got to fit in this range of beats, and I mean, I don't know Tejano that well where I could distinguish certain beats or like that. Lawrence, he knows all that stuff, but like I think I told Nemo for when I first started. I said, "Hey, I'm using this show to get information and record history. I mean, if I don't do it, someone else. I mean, other people are going to do it. We just do it all differently. I mean,
Everybody's got their own opinions of how to do Tejano. I mean,
yeah,
if it fits them, that's how they say it works.
yeah,
I mean, Gary Hobbs has his way of doing it. He's from the old school and he does
yeah.
it his way. You
I mean,
know,
I'm not taking anything from Gary Hobbs.
no, no,
He's
no, no,
great.
no.
I love.
Everybody has their own style, and that's the beauty part of it is that everybody has their own way of doing things. Like you
Yeah,
have your own way of doing your show. We have our own way of doing our shows. Bumper, Rock and Roll James has their own
yeah,
way of doing their shows, and it fits them perfectly to their
right.
style, to the way they do it. And I can't tell him, okay, well do it this way because that's not going to fit for him. It only fit for
Right.
us.
Yeah, I
And
would never
that's
do a Bumper show. I would never do a show like Bumper because I don't want people in my house. I said, no, no, no. This is my sanctuary. This is where I live. I don't want. Because you know what? I'm sure Bumper gets a lot of fans that just go, "Hey, Bumper!" Like it's Wacket Wednesday. Come on out. Let's have a drink. Have you been to his house?
No, I haven't. I've only met him a couple of times at some events.
Okay.
One at the award show and another place, and we had a couple conversations before.
Yeah. Hey,
But no, I never been to his place.
have you been? Has he been on your show?
No, I think I don't know what happened. I think we were supposed to get him at one point, and something else came up, and we just never brought it up again.
Yeah, he was you know, I thought we were friends, I guess, but when when I first saw his show, he had his phone number on Facebook. I call him up. He answered right away, and he was driving, and I said, "Hey, this is Buddy from It's Tejano Time. I caught your show. I love it." And then he said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah," like that. And when I went to San Antonio, I'd invite him. I took him out to brunch two, three times. I paid for everything. I was, and I gave him some friendly advice because he was telling me about that, and like he was thinking about he was thinking about getting sponsorships, and I told him what I did back in the day, and then he gave me a price, and he gave me a price what he was going to charge. I said, dude, don't do that. Put a zero behind that. And he's going, you really? I said, yeah. You're right. Back in the day, if you had a 10 or 13-second spot on radio, that was well over $100 per
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
And if your audience wasn't there, it was gone. That's like burning $100 right there.
Yeah.
Like that. And I said, your show is what they call sticky. Like your show's sticky, my show's sticky. Because our show is on there. Like if they have like Stephanie, and if your ad's on Stephanie, fans of Stephanie are going to watch your interview, going to watch my interview, watch everybody's interview, and so they're going to repeat that commercial because he doesn't cut out the commercials after a month or like
Yeah.
that. It's there for years. So that's stickiness. And I don't know if you probably, well, you've been in radio, you know that. Like doctors' offices, they get magazines. Those magazines are sticky because they get read not just once, they get read like tens and 20 or 100 times.
Yeah.
And that's what podcasts are. So we definitely should charge. I mean, I'm not charging more, but he should definitely charge more, or you should definitely
Well,
charge
see,
more.
the thing is, and I'm not going to knock us down, but the fact that the thing that helps him out is the fact that he is in San Antonio.
Oh yeah,
still.
yeah, yeah. That's the only way he
And
could do
and
that show. Is 'cause he lives
and the
there.
reason why is because, like I said, he's in San Antonio,
Yeah.
and he can be at all those events all
Yeah.
the time,
Oh
every
yeah,
weekend.
yeah. Right.
We can't because I live in the middle of nowhere between San Antonio and Laredo.
Yeah.
Marcus is up in Waco.
Yeah.
D's in Colorado. So
Yeah.
we're like,
I'm in Dallas.
yeah, and every person that we have affiliated with Tejano TV is everywhere.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
two
yeah.
people are in the same spot. Everybody's deep in the valley,
Right.
up in Houston, up in Washington State, all
Oh,
over
yeah.
the place. So the only place that we ever meet face to face is always Fanfare. That's the only
Fanfare.
place. So he
Yeah.
can always do that because he's a one man band, and he's always in the places in San Antonio. So he can do
Oh,
that.
yeah. Oh,
We
yeah,
can't.
definitely.
So it's
Right.
it's much harder for us to do that because we don't have a centralized area. We're not
I mean,
always.
we could do that, but it'd be an expensive hobby of ours.
You could do that because you live in Dallas Fort Worth area, so you're around the
Okay.
area.
Well,
Like I said, I live in the middle of nowhere between San Antonio and Laredo.
I live 6 hours away. Dallas, from where I live, it's like a 6 hour drive
To Dallas?
to San Antonio.
Oh, but I'm saying there's a lot of stuff that happens in Dallas still.
Not like there's in San Antonio.
Oh, I mean, you got players, you got all these other events
Yeah.
going on over there.
I'm sorry, if you're a subscriber players, I have never stepped foot in that, and I don't ever plan to, because there's Tejano, yes, a lot of artists play there, but they're Tejano bars. You're never gonna catch me. I think I've been there once, and it's like neighborhood. If you talk to the wrong girl or the wrong person, you get jumped by the whole person, whole family. So yeah, I'm not going. And
Yeah.
they probably wouldn't jump me. They probably wouldn't jump you. They probably wouldn't jump everybody. But I'm not gonna take that chance.
No.
There's only a few places I go in the DFW, and it's New West, which Frank T used to promote them. I don't know if you know Frank T, but he's been promoting Tejano and DFW for decades. But he's not there anymore. And so I still go to New West, but they don't have Tejano like they used to. And I think they're doing a little change of that. They still play Tejano music, but there's a Longhorn Ice House. I don't know if you know Pancho Pistola from the
I know who he
Jalapeno
is.
Network. Yeah.
Yeah.
He books that one. The Conta Festival is done by promoted by Pancho, and I think Frank T did the Southern Junction, which was huge, but someone told me that is now bulldozed down. So I never got to go there, but those are the type of venues I go. And
Yeah, I mean, you guys have well, players, of course. Yeah, the New West. I've been there a couple times.
the new,
But then you guys have
New West,
did-
yes.
Yeah, but then you guys have the FM station that just sit over there, don't you guys?
Oh, you know
FM
what? Is it Boleo's in there?
No, not that one. It was the FM station that Houston got, I guess, and everybody got excited because you can hear it in Dallas or something like that.
I did. I don't know. I haven't heard that. I'm
Well,
sorry.
everybody got all excited because you can hear it up there in Dallas, apparently. So,
Well, you know what? There was a radio station that you can't hear in Fort Worth. It doesn't go that far because the antenna is pointed the wrong way,
oh yeah,
like that for Fort Worth people to get. But
it's like the one in San Antonio. I guess it's aimed a certain one way. So
yeah,
on the left side of San Antonio you can't hear it, but on the
yeah,
right side you can, and
yeah,
everywhere south you can hear it. So I don't know why. Does he turn that thing the other way or something?
yeah. Okay. Well, guess what? No, I'm not gonna say we
But
broke a record for my show, but yeah, we're over an hour normally. But you know, I do whatever. But I don't want to occupy. Hey, if you want to keep going, I'll keep going. Wait, you know what? I usually look at the chat like the last 15 minutes. So let's hit that a little bit. Some of it we already did. Hey, Luis says hello. Juan Mendoza from the Rio Grande City, Garciaville. I can't
going
read
on,
too well.
Luis.
All
Big shout
right.
out going out to you guys out there.
All right. Hey, Mart. Mart, I saw Mart at the Cowtown Festival. Shout out to Big City of
Cotulla,
Catula.
Texas. Yeah,
Okay.
that's here. I think he's from here too. So big
Oh
shout out
yeah.
going out to Mart. Yeah,
Well, he lives in
yeah.
Fort Worth.
Yeah. But I
I,
think I don't. I think he said he was from here or had ties
was he?
around here somewhere. But
Oh,
yeah,
I don't
but
know. He might have been, but I think I've been to his parents' house because I was dropping him off one time. He was he used to be a big time supporter. He does support, but
yeah,
you
he
know,
does that.
yeah,
I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him on the show every now and then. But
yeah.
yeah, he's a big supporter of us over there.
Yeah, and we have a lot. I mean, Bumper show, my show, your show, Lawrence's show. That we have a few people that lap over in our chats and stuff.
I think
Quite bump.
I think Wednesdays are about the busiest times for podcasts
Yeah,
because everybody's on a Wednesday for some reason. I was like,
not
damn,
me.
maybe we need to move our show somewhere somewhere else.
Yeah, you know what? I moved times, but I might have to move this show because you know I'm getting divorced, and so I need to make a little extra money because I'm buying this house from my wife. We're splitting the equity, so I'm
Uh,
just gonna buy it just to make it easier for my daughter, and so I might have to teach some night classes. So uh, I don't know if you know about how it works, but I have to teach on Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday, and I don't get to determine if I'm picky, you know, I'm more like, can I please teach a class for extra money like that? And then
right.
I get to be picky. So I might one semester might be Tuesday, Thursday, and so I have to move it to Wednesday or Thursday. I mean Monday or Wednesday or vice
Yeah.
versa. I got so, but right now it's still Tuesday. I'm not
Yeah.
hurting for money too much right now, but it might.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to move our show anyways. Just the fact
What
that on Tejano TV we have a show like every single
every
day
day?
except for Saturdays. So and they're all set shows.
Okay.
So that I don't think we can be able to move it anyways.
Okay, let's talk about the shows. Let's. I mean, you got to go real right now.
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay, so what shows on Sunday? The summer Sunday.
We have Giras y Desveladas, which is on Sunday, which Gigi Guerrero
Okay, yeah,
and Norma Salazar, and
yeah,
of course,
Norma. I like the Norma. I
and
met her in Vegas.
when we talk about people being separated, Gigi's in the Valley, Norma's up in
Michigan or
Wisconsin,
something. Wisconsin, yeah.
Michigan.
Michigan, Wisconsin, one of those northern
Yeah,
states.
she's from Holland, Michigan. So yeah,
Yeah,
but their show comes on Sunday
her
afternoons.
her husband's a real good singer.
George Salazar,
George,
yeah, he
yeah.
is. He is an awesome
Has he been
artist.
on your show?
A
'Cause
long time ago, a long
yeah, I
time
had him
ago.
on my show. I talk to Norma every time we go to Vegas,
Hmm.
but I think last year they didn't go. But when I see them at Tuesday Vegas, I think saw her and George at Fanfare this past year. But you know,
Yeah,
all these events. Oh, well, maybe it
they
was the Town
they
Music Awards.
overlap.
Yeah.
They're everywhere though. They've
Oh
been on
yeah.
to all these events and stuff. I always see Norma.
Yeah.
I think they're going to Vegas this weekend too. So
Oh, they are.
uh,
Okay, I
yeah,
hope so. I mean, I have fun when I'm talking to Norman and George, like that. But okay, so they have that show. Isn't Slick Rick's show on Sundays too, or is it Monday?
well that's on Tejano to the Bone. So that's separate from us. That's what their show over there.
Oh, but I mean, I thought that he does the top 10.
That's pre-recorded
But when do you air it?
during the weekend. We air it starting Mondays. So
Oh, you put it in
uh,
multiple places throughout the week.
yeah. So I mean, like tomorrow or Friday, the list will come out. Oh wait, and tomorrow's Wednesday. Shit. So Thursday, I'm lost on my days.
Yeah,
So
I
Thursday or Friday, the list will come out,
Yeah.
and I'll make the list. Of course, I got to go through all the votes and everything else, and then I'll send it to our group chat that we have, and everybody will pick their numbers, which one they want to introduce and stuff. So that's how we do that. Everybody records their videos, sends them to D. So D's the person that's actually putting them all together, and then he'll send me all the edited stuff, and then I paste it all together with the videos,
Yeah.
and then Monday it'll get uploaded to Tejano TV. Then I'll send it to TVSA, and then Tuesdays I'll show it live on Facebook and stuff.
Okay. Okay. So what happens? What's the next show on Monday?
Monday is the Tejano Time podcast with Keith.
Wait. Okay. He records his live, and then he takes that episode, and then you do that one, right?
No, he actually does it live, the whole thing.
Yeah, but he does it several times a week, doesn't he? Sometimes.
Well, the other one is Houston's Tejano Hits, so he'll do that I think on a Thursday or something like that.
But it's not under. It's. I mean,
Every
Time podcast.
No, it's well, I guess you can. I guess it's the same thing, but it's just I don't know if he's actually doing it for the radio station. The Tejano
Okay.
Houston's
Well,
Tejano Hits.
because I get notifications when I have time. I watch it or I do a shout out during a show and stuff.
Yeah, but I think the Houston one is for the radio station, but of course he broadcasts it on YouTube as well, I guess.
Okay. So if he does like three of them, he'll just pick one and give it to you, and you put it there, or do you
No,
do all?
he does the Monday one live, and that actually shows live
Okay,
on Tejano
but
TV.
his other ones you don't air them.
No, not on Tejano TV itself, but he'll air it on our Tejano TV Facebook page.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know that. All right. So
Because all these shows go live on Tejano TV on the app itself,
okay.
so they'll go live on there certain times.
Okay. So who
But
do you have on Tuesday?
Tuesday is of course the top 10, and then we have Rennie on the radio. We have Rennie
Okay.
Rowland from down in the valley.
Okay.
Awesome singer, awesome podcaster, and he's the grandson of Country Rollin'. So and
Okay.
he's got
I
his own
never
show.
get to see that one. I wonder
Yeah,
why.
he's awesome. You get him on your show.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll think about it. You always send him my info and stuff. I remember one time when I was doing this show, it's Tejano time, and he said, "Hey, can you get me Bobby's contact information? I've been trying to get it on the show." I said, "Dude, did you even watch my show?" I said at the very beginning, if you're expecting Bobby to be on the show, you're on the wrong show. I'm just highlighting an artist this day.
Right.
But yeah, you gotta watch the show and watch one before you
Yeah,
do the ask.
it's hard.
Hey, besides asking for contact information, I think I've asked you 3 or 4 times. Hey, dude, I don't have your contact information. Just give it to me like that. And he
Right.
said, "Send me the thumbnail." I said, "Well, I'll do it as a message, but I can email it to you or text it to you if you give me your contact information." You
Right.
know, I could get your information. It's not hard, but I'd rather not ask somebody else for it. I'd
Yeah,
rather get it from
yeah.
the person. So one of these days, you'll give me your contact info. You got mine. Like that.
Yeah.
And- all right. So what's on? Oh, Wednesday it's the Three Amigos. I know that.
Three Amigos, yes.
I watch that pretty much all the time. You know what? I told Marcus one time that I boycotted your show for like a month or two on purpose
Why?
because D made me feel bad.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm sure he was kidding, but he's he I forgot what it was, but I said I'm gonna punish Three Amigos. I'm not gonna come in and right. Not that it matters or anything, but he said something. And D and I are friends. We chat on it's a message. We chat for a long time because we both have the same personality. Said I want to be the last person to say whatever I want. Like that. Hey, sweetheart, I'm on the show still. Good night. I'll see you in a little bit. All right, love you. Sorry, my daughter's bedtime is 9 o'clock on the summer, but what was I talking? Oh yeah, so D and I chat every once in a while. So he's learned not to get the last word because I'll keep going. And I'll keep going, keep going. I think we did for like 3 hours just going back and forth. I said, buddy, I gotta sleep. I said, well, go to sleep. Bye. And then he said, okay. It's yeah, right. Because okay, real serious, of course. We just go to
Well,
bed.
me and Marcus and D, we chat almost every single day.
Oh, you
And
do?
sometimes it's just joking around or whatever, but we let everybody have the last words.
Oh yeah.
Or sometimes our schedules are all different, so when we get to it, we get to it.
Yeah. And so I know he doesn't have social. Well, he doesn't have a smartphone, but he does do social
He
media.
doesn't have he doesn't have a cell phone.
Oh, he doesn't have a cell
So
phone, not a smartphone.
no,
Not even one of
any
those
any
flips.
any phone. No, he doesn't even want that. He he has the rotary phone, which is real.
Yeah.
But that's about it. He doesn't want to have anything smartphones or any
He
of
doesn't
any
want to be
sort.
contacted instantly by people.
He doesn't want his information out there. That's I guess that's
Oh,
pretty
I
much it.
gotcha. Yeah.
He's one of the
But
paranoid.
he's pretty good at computers though, right?
Yeah, he's smart at technology and stuff. He just doesn't want to own a phone.
Yeah. Hey, I don't blame him. But you know what?
Yeah.
I got three phones now because I changed the T-Mobile. You get two phones and you get a free line. So my daughter's 11, so she's bugging me for a phone. I said, no, 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 I'm gonna wait. But I've got a house phone because I'm getting rid of my my internet provider and they give us a landline that I never use. So I'm getting rid of that. I'm doing T-Mobile because they got a real good deal, and so I decided to use that the third line, which is a future my daughter Olivia's phone, but I dangle it right in front of her and say, "Hey, you gotta behave," you know. And so I got three lines. And so I got one for business, one for my personal, and one for my house phone and future Olivia phone, like that.
That's all we have is cell phones. I mean, I got one for personal, and then I got one for work. So
Yeah,
I have two phones. And after 5 o'clock, the other ones I don't even bother with it. So,
yeah. I mean, I'm
but yeah,
only I'm only
yeah,
using a business one when I do Tano events, so I can hook it up with my Pocket Three, use it as a monitor, and maybe do some recording like this, and
oh,
then,
okay,
so I don't tie up my personal phone anymore
yeah.
like that. So that's why I got the other one.
But,
And
yeah,
it's
he
dirt
said
cheap.
he doesn't want a cell phone. So we try to get him
I don't
into.
blame him. I don't blame him
Yeah,
because it's a very addictive.
even Marcus said D's a bully.
Oh, he said it in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, I'm sorry, guys. I forgot. Let's see. I forgot to hit off that. Juan, did you send a paragraph of instructions on prep for the show? Oh, is that what he does to you?
No, he's talking about if you send it to me.
Oh yeah, I did send you like a long
Yeah,
thing.
oh, a paragraph. Yeah, I kind of ignored it. I was like, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'll just
Well, I
sign
mean,
in and.
yeah, but I mean, artists that are guests, they don't know. So
Oh, of course, yeah.
I give them a list of instructions, and I copy paste. I just change the name and the date.
Well, I'm assuming D's the one that actually gives them the instructions, since he's the one that sets up our interviews most of the time.
God,
He
you're
say
so
he's the one
lucky.
that calls them and messages them and tells them how to do it and stuff.
Yeah, because they're more likely to pick up D's phone call than your phone call, right? Because
Right, that's what I tell him. That's what I
Yeah,
tell him. I was like,
it's
if I try
easy.
to call them, they'll be like, "Oh, who the hell is this?" But if he
Yeah,
calls and says, "Hey, this is D from Colteras. You want to be on our show?" Yeah, okay, yeah.
yeah. I know how that works because people cancel all the time, and that's why I did. It's the 100 time. I said, I don't want to cancel these shows, and Nemo gets on my ass about, oh, we don't have a guest, or I have a few guests that are people I call just for fillers because I can count on. Like Marcus. Marcus is real good. If I need somebody, I call him. And even though he canceled on me one time for a Rock and Roll James show, I won't let him forget that. And Elias from the Homeboys, he's good, and Mike G from the Iconics, they're great, and Anthony. I talked to Anthony. I said, "Hey, Anthony, if I ever need a filler or something," I said, "Yeah, sure. Just give how much notice you need." I said, "Oh, just call me a couple of hours just to make sure I before the show, and I'll do it." And I said, "So I'm sure he's a great." Oh yeah, okay. We haven't done the list and God, I'm so ADD and like
That's right.
that. Okay, do you want to go finish up the chat and then we talk about the TV
Yeah, yeah,
content?
if you want.
Okay, let's see. Hey Louise, what's the difference between playing the same song over and over again versus playing some new songs? I guess that's a that's a question for you.
I mean, there's really no difference. You're just playing the old stuff over and over again.
Yeah, it's,
It's just a matter of preference. I mean, people prefer the old school stuff, and some people prefer, hearing something new. I mean, there's really not too much of a difference. It's just a time difference. I guess you would call it that. I don't
yeah,
know the better way to say it. That's just
yeah,
my way of speaking about it. But I mean, there's really no difference. I mean, music is music, but it's just we want to move forward. All these other
Oh
genres are
yeah,
moving forward. Rock's moving forward. Country's moving forward. Even
yeah,
Latin music is moving forward,
yeah.
and we can't move forward ourselves.
Well,
There's no right answer for that one.
how do okay? Every podcast has asked this question and stuff, and how do you think we can get the younger get a younger audience to start liking Tejano? Because our audience is mostly 50 and up, the vast majority. And I don't know if your analytics, you tell me, like on YouTube, I look at the YouTube, 90% of my audience is male. Like on YouTube, I think is generally a lot of guys look at it. Girls go to Instagram mostly, like that. But what do
Ours
you
is
find?
kind of mixed, but it's more in the majority of our audience is 40 and up.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
and that's. I mean, we get some well, not underage, around that bracket,
Yeah.
teenagers, 20 year
Sometimes you
olds,
get 20
whatever.
year olds, 30-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's mostly because of the new stuff that we do play.
yeah.
But I would say, I mean, if you really want to grab that attention, we need to build up the newer generation. We need to build up the kids that are actually out there performing.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
but like I said, there's really no right answer for that, or even a wrong answer for that. I mean, you could blame it on whoever you want to. You could blame it on the artist, the production. You could blame it on the DJs if you want to.
Yeah.
There's really no right or wrong answer for that. It's just a mixture of a lot of things.
Who are some of your favorite up and coming artists?
Up and coming artists.
Name three guys and three girls.
Oof. Dang.
Too much? How about two and two? I can
Right.
name. Okay, go ahead.
Well, right now for the guys, I've been on a Motivo kick. Motivo's from out in Ohio. They're
Well, I
doing
don't
pretty
know who
well.
they are.
They're doing pretty well for themselves. Yes,
Okay.
they're awesome. Stampede's been doing good with their newer generation of stuff. They're coming out with some awesome stuff.
Yeah, I saw
Um,
Stampede. Stampede's out of Fort Worth,
yeah.
and I saw. I hadn't seen. I saw Stampede. Well, actually, you know what? The I took a 20-year hiatus. You probably know this story. And then the first time I saw Marcus perform, he was singing. And he said it was the first time, and maybe the first time he ever sang with Stampede. And that was the first time I saw Stampede since I've been back. Other than this past fanfare, and Alex, their lead singer back then, came back now.
Yeah.
Like that, but I don't know if
I don't think he's back full time. I
right,
think he's
right,
just
right, right.
there as
Like
helping out or whatever cameo.
nostalgia type thing.
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of kind of deal. But yeah, I know Stampede's had some other singers in between and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So, but the new guy sounds pretty good. I
Yeah.
give him
Oh
credit.
yeah.
They came out with some new stuff lately, and it's
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah. I probably
So
need to
yeah,
have Stampede on my show.
yeah,
I should.
Stampede and like I said, Motivo from the Midwest. Those guys are incredible. Those
Okay.
guys are awesome.
I
Uh,
haven't heard any of their music or seen it. Maybe they'll be at Vegas Tejano next week.
I don't think they'll be there. I haven't heard anything from them being
Okay.
there.
Okay. And one more male.
One more male.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
How about Asalto? Oh,
Asalto's good.
yeah.
Don't
I
get,
was
I
gonna
get
say Mike G, of course, but
Yeah,
like that. But
Asalto's good. Asalto's been up there doing their thing. They come out with a lot of music lately, and they're
yeah, yeah.
right now they did a song with Solido, and
Okay.
then
Oh, I didn't know
this,
that.
yeah, and they're
Okay.
doing pretty good, man. They got a lot of music out there and a lot of videos, so they keep us pretty occupied with the video part. So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
they're doing a good job. I like Conjunto Cats are good. Are
Conjunto
good.
Cats are good.
Yeah, and I'm trying. I had Art on the show, but I want Zeke on the show. And I saw him during Cinco de Mayo in Waxahachie,
I think
and
it's been a
so
while since I think we've had him on the show a long time ago. I think a couple of years or
yeah.
around the time
I
we started.
I
Probably need to get
actually
him back again because they're coming out with some new music and they just released a new video.
yeah, they're doing good on
Called
social media
Yeah,
too.
they're good on social media.
Yeah, and I was contacting Art, the dad,
Mm.
because there's two Art Tejanina and the Kuta Cats, because they perform at the Cowtown Kuta Festival, and I was gonna get Zeke and Art to be on the show the week before, but that is when Jaime.
Yeah,
I rescheduled Jaime from part one to part two because of that, and that's when all that stuff happened.
yeah.
And that's the highest viewed Tejano Talk show that I've had, and it boosted up to over 1,000. So I was lucky
Nice.
about that. Thanks, Jaime. Yeah, I talked to him. Okay, all right.
Jaime can talk.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay,
good
now
thing.
three females.
Females, I'd have to go with vocalists.
Oh
In
yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course.
vocalists, in it would be Yvonne Nifuego.
Okay, I don't
She's
know who
got a.
that is.
She's also from the Midwest.
Okay,
She's got a tremendous voice.
okay.
Another one would be Magali de la Rosa. She's got an amazing voice herself.
I don't know who that is either.
What? How you get involved at the Tejano, man? You got to know all these people.
Hey, if they don't go to fanfare or they don't go to
We've been at
Vegas,
fanfare.
they have. Okay, maybe they
Yes.
started too early for me. Uh,
Yvonne, she was here about 10 years ago. She even won a Tejano Music Award, for her music.
well, I
You
only
look
came
them up
back 3 or 4 years
on
ago.
Spotify.
Okay, I'll have to rewatch it and like that. But you know
Um,
what?
Maga-
I might have seen them perform. I just don't remember their name.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, Magali's got an awesome voice herself.
Okay.
Another one would probably be Ruby Ann from down in the
Okay.
valley.
Yeah. I've
She's
heard of
awesome.
her. Yes.
She's awesome herself. So
Okay.
those are the probably. I mean, there's a lot more.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that they're up and coming and they're pretty
Okay.
big.
Well, you didn't put the one I was gonna pick,
Who was the one you're gonna pick?
Jenny B.
Jenny B. Jenny B is another one. She's an awesome.
Yeah, she's a triple threat. You
Yeah,
know, and
she's
she
got
put she
the character,
dances.
the
Oh
charisma,
yeah,
and
she got the
everything.
character. She dances. She's very entertaining in their interviews and
Yeah,
stuff like that. And she's
yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, I told her during the interview. I said, "You're my number two." I said, "Who's number one?" I said, "My girl Stephanie is number one." And she said, "Okay, I'll take number two. I bowed down to the queen." Yeah, yeah. I said, "Yeah, okay." But I said, "You're a close second," like that. And who else was I gonna say? Um, Jenny B. I like Joanna Ray. Who is this? But some upcoming ones. I'm trying to think of the younger ones, like Allie. Remember Allie? I mean, she's not. She's still work in progress. Allie. Remember
She's still working with Shelly, I think.
Shelly? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Shelly, big shout out to her because she's working with
yeah.
all
She's
these kids
nurturing.
that are up and coming and stuff like that, and she's training them and teaching them very well. So I mean, they're made. Some of them are making it. So big shout out going out to her
Oh
for
yeah,
helping them
yeah.
out.
Good luck with them. Yeah, I really enjoy them. But yeah, I've had the ones I mentioned. I've had them on my show, so maybe that's why they're my favorites too. But some of them I haven't heard. Like I said, if I go to fanfare and I try to go early so I can pick up some of the new artists because Bino G is doing most of my job. Oh, have you heard of Elijah? God, what's it? Elijah. I had him on the show with Jaime. Elijah Ezekiel. He plays accordion. He has his own band. He's from Arizona.
Yeah,
He
yeah, I've heard of him. I haven't had him on. I don't think we've had him on the show.
You should. You should. He's real good. He at Fanfare he performed with Jaime, and he also performed with Eddie Gonzalez.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, nice.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought both times I was thinking, God, is that his kid or is that his nephew or something like that? But both, I didn't know it was Eddie's. Or I didn't know if it was Ivan's kid or something like it growing up.
Yeah,
But he was good. He's another
yeah.
one. Yeah,
Well, I mean, we're always learning all these new ones too. I mean, we had the radio station, of course,
yeah,
and it's been kind of slipping a little bit. I see a lot of new artists coming out and stuff like that. But since I took a step back from internet radio, there's been a lot of them still coming out, and I'm like,
yeah,
okay, damn, I hadn't heard of that one or this one or this one. But we're more concentrating on the video part. So we see a lot of the new videos that do come out and try to get them on there.
yeah. Now, you said D books all the guests,
He
or
does a
do you,
majority of them and stuff.
okay,
I don't
or
know
do
how
you
he.
send them to hey call here's the contact call so and so and like that?
But we usually every now and then have like a meeting and okay, what get some ideas. Hey, who haven't we had on the show? And between the three of us, we'll come up with some names. Oh, what about this person and this person? And he'll write them down and be like, okay, well, let me get a hold of them or something. Or if he
Yeah,
can't, then I'll try to get a hold of them and try to
yeah.
book them.
I'm honest. I don't know a lot of these people that you're talking to, and I only book people that I like that I know. And I've had some promoters come contact me, and I've done a few, and I said, I send me your music, something like that, and then I'll look at it and I'll make a decision. But I said, if Lawrence approves you, then I'll probably approve you like that. Because
Yeah.
Lawrence knows all the music. Lawrence knows if they're good or bad and stuff like that. And so that's how I usually do it. Or I book whoever I want like that. And so, and I have my favorites. And I, every time I meet somebody, I said, well, I don't put everybody on there. Like some of the artists, guests that you have, I have no idea who they are. And
Yeah.
you don't always book like a, you book writers, you book how do you say that? Musicians. Like I tend to book singers on my show,
Yeah.
like that, and I, you know, and there's an audience for that, and Bumper does the same thing. He doesn't always pick the singers. He does, you know, so like that. I just do singers because that's who I enjoy talking to. That's who I meet. I don't meet a lot of people that are musicians, and I appreciate all the musicians,
Yeah.
but I think most people want to see. They're like me. I want to find out more about the singer, but I don't. I should give more credit to the musicians, or I should give more credit to the artists, but I find that the singers are the ones that talk. The musicians are musicians because they don't want to talk. Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, we try to get the artist, the band members, because I mean, they're the
yeah,
ones that are holding it down too.
yeah,
Without
they
their
support
sound,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Or D likes to have the habit of getting the spouses, just so that we can see, hey, how's this person in real life? So and it
yeah,
makes it more fun. It's entertaining that way. We
oh
get out
yeah,
of we get them out of their comfort zone.
yeah.
I think the more scared they are, the better it is.
Okay.
And some
Oh
of these
wait,
people are intimidated in a way.
yeah, that's true. I think I shared this. I know I watch your show a lot. I don't think you watch my show like
I
that.
watch it when I watch it at times when I can. I'm
Okay, yeah,
always getting the
okay,
shows lined up here.
yeah. And Marcus is good at coming in every once in a while and stuff like that. But what was I gonna say? Damn, I forgot that guy. Okay, it might come back to me. I forgot what I was going to ask you or tell you or something like that. But you know what? Let's go back to the chat here. I said, okay, hey, Lawrence, it's a Kubo, fellas. I've mispronounced that so many times.
Cubo.
I know. I said Kubo again. Kubo. Hey, fellas, looking good, Juan. Proud of what you're doing for the cause, brother. Okay.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Lawrence. Let's see. Martin says that FM station is currently off the air here in DFW. Oh, I guess it came on and off. They're still working on getting it back up and running. Hey, thanks, Mart. Let's see. I'm working overnight still, so I can't really get out and like I used to. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he was like everywhere when
Mhm.
like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Let's see. What does he say here? But yeah, one. I just have family
Oh,
down
that's
there.
right. He has family down here.
Not from there. Okay,
Yeah.
not from there. Okay.
I remember some conversations that he said, yeah, he had some family down here.
Okay. D is
D
a
is a bully.
bully. No, he's not.
D is a teddy bear, man.
Yeah, yeah, he did kind of bully me. That's why I said, oh, because he made me feel bad. I forgot what it was, And I said,
Was it the short thing or the bald thing?
the short. I'm not sure. Oh yeah. He's just so freaking tall. I mean, I'm not short for a Mexican. I mean, I'm like 5'10", like that. Okay, sometimes I'm 6 foot.
Depends on your shoes.
Yeah, yeah, no, because it depends who you ask. Because I'm gonna be dating, and
Oh,
so I'm gonna put on my profiles at 6+, 6 foot.
oh,
On a good
faking your
day.
profile.
Yeah, if I'm on a stool or something like that. I don't know. So, yeah, I wish it was a good question I was gonna ask you. I can't remember. Okay, all right, we got to Wednesday. Your show. What's on Thursday?
Thursday we have Sammy Torres, who has her show is called Capturada.
I
Sammy
don't think
Torres,
I've
she's
seen
out
that one.
from Lubbock area, I think, and
Okay.
she does her podcast show. She's a awesome up and coming artist. I mean, she's been around for quite some time,
Okay.
and she's releasing some new music and stuff. So, and she's just got recognized by one of the local TV stations over there and stuff too. So she's doing a lot of things.
Okay. Hey,
But
you know that you said I was thinking of an artist doing a podcast. Usually doesn't work too well. I mean, because Lawrence had a pretty young thing, but she sang mostly what is it, mariachi,
Mhm.
and she did it for a few months, and then she decided not to do it because she wanted to do, put music on there, and you just mentioned that. But then Margarita, you've had Margarita on your show, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she does. She does. I don't know. She doesn't do. Well, does she do a podcast or she does a TV show?
I think it's both. I think it's for the TV show, but
Okay.
I know what you're talking about. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, the majority of our podcasters are artists. I
Oh,
mean,
they
we have,
are.
yeah, I mean, we have D, we have Marcus,
Yeah, yeah.
we have Anthony, we have Gigi,
Holy
and
crap! You're right. I didn't think about
so,
that.
so I mean, we have, and Sammy, of course,
Yeah.
and we know a lot of them are
Yeah.
artists.
Yeah,
So it
that's true.
does,
I didn't even put two two together when I said that. You're right. You
yeah.
are.
I mean, and the rest of us are we're DJs. Are
Yeah.
DJs.
Yeah.
But I mean, the reason why I think it works out because when they interview other artists, they can compare their
Yeah.
stories, coming from an artist point of view and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Us, we can't really compare to an artist because we're not artists. We never,
Right.
I never played in a band. I don't play an instrument, so I really can't. I'll ask them as a basic questions, and then we have D Marcus who play in a band and been
Yeah.
around,
Hey,
all
don't
that
don't
scene. They can
don't
ask those
count yourself
questions.
out. Don't count. Because you're there for like as a fan. You know.
No, of course, I'm
Yeah.
on
So
there as a
you'll
fan and then there
because
to interview. But
yeah,
ours is more of a conversation. We
yeah.
just like this. We conversate back and forth.
Right.
But there's the questions that they can relate to that I can't.
Yeah, but I mean, they can't really. Well, I guess they don't. I guess they could fan out on other artists, But we're the fans. We want to know certain things about the artist that the artists don't want to say, and we just bring it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's our
So
our thing. We try to do that.
yeah, you
We
bring
make
that
them
out.
uncomfortable.
Like Nemo, I let him do the easy stuff, but I do the research. I didn't do research on you because I see you every week. But and so I do the research and I watch if the artist has been on your show or on Bumper's show or a couple other or Lawrence's show or other people. I watch those, so I don't want to ask the same questions all the time. That like I said, our audience is bland and stuff, and
Mhm.
so I'll go in deeper with a question like if somebody was on your show and they said something, I said, oh wow. I wish they had talked more about that. Well, that's a question I'm going to ask on my show,
Yeah.
and I write it down. And so that's I enjoy watching other people's podcasts. Nemo doesn't even watch our podcast
Wow.
like that. Yeah, I know. And so he does the simple like, so where were you from? And so how'd you get started? Like, everybody knows these things after all these podcasts,
Yeah.
and you know what?
That's why I try not to watch a whole lot of them,
Oh,
especially
I
if
do.
especially if they're the artists that we're going to interview because I really don't want to know half the stuff they already said. So I want to hear it the first time through our ears instead of okay, well I already knew that about you because I heard you saying it last week.
Yeah,
So I try to hold off on all that. Like, we have Leo Garcia coming up. He's an awesome country Latin
yeah.
singer. So I try not to know. Try not to know a whole lot, and from hearing him on other shows,
I
so
think
we can
that's a
ask. I can hear.
disservice. I think you should
Well, I
because
mean, no, you should know certain things, yes, but
yeah,
like their music, of course, like the songs that they come out with. Those are the reason why you brought them on the show because of the songs they came out with and the video they came out with. When it goes to something personal, like you're gonna ask them, like, what is your most embarrassing thing that you ever done on stage? If you've already heard that somewhere
that's
else,
the D's
that
job.
yeah, that's really not. It's really not entertaining to you because you've already heard that story before.
Right.
You want to hear it for the first time in your own head.
Yeah, but you know what? This is what I'm saying is you're right. I wish that I heard that like that, but I'm also thinking like Mart. He'll watch Bumper's show, he'll watch your show, he'll watch my show, he'll watch Lawrence's show, and if we don't already know what they said before, it's just going to be repeat, 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 and then it gets boring like
Yeah,
that.
that's on their part. That's on the audience part.
Right,
Because
that's
if
the
they're watching the
audience.
same, yeah.
Right, but
But
that's
but
why.
us,
But
but us,
that
because we can always segue into other stuff that wasn't mentioned. I guess
yeah, but you don't know if it was mentioned or anything. That's why
that's
I do the
that's
research so I could
yeah,
segue to those other things.
yeah.
like that. Well, mine's an hour, so I have limited time. You
Yeah,
guys go over 2 3 hours, so one of you guys could say those things, but I have to go. Okay, come on, let's get through this. Okay, Nemo, if they already know this, let's talk about this. They can watch Three Amigos. They already said that on that show, or
yeah,
Rock and Roll James show. Like that. I want to get into more in depth than others, and I think that's what the people that watch. Hopefully, the people that watch this show watch it because I try to expand on a story, or they gave us a hint like that. I said, "Oh wait, you left out a bunch. Let's talk about that." That's
yeah,
what I try to do. I feel that's my job, and to record history like
yeah.
that because all these older artists are going to be here all the time, and so and
Right.
promote the history. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not the best person to do it, but
Well,
my
neither are we.
stance.
We just neither are we. We just like to have fun
Yeah,
and BS our way through it. You know, that's our thing.
yeah.
We don't really sit there and have a list of topics that we're going to come out and say, okay, well, hey, damn, let's talk about this and this and this and this. We just go off the top of our heads. I mean, there's three of us to come up with. I'm sure
Right.
somebody will come up with
Oh
something to
yeah,
talk about.
I write it down just in case I don't hit half the questions I have, but I write it down and I said if there's a little dead time I go boom, I said boom, I got a topic, boom boom boom, like that. Like
Yeah.
for you, this is what I wrote down. Nada, because we're podcasters, we're in the same industry right now,
Yeah.
and
Well, I mean, the only
there's
thing I really write down is like just to remember like an artist song, like their song that came out or whatever,
yeah,
or where
I do
when it came.
too.
That's the only thing. I mean, like I said, there's three of us there. I'm sure one of us could come up with something to talk about to make sure there's no dead air. The
Yeah,
moment there's dead air is like, okay, now we got to really wrap this up and get out of here. So I think
yeah.
we've already hit our limit.
There's never dead air with D there.
No, no, he can keep on going all night if he wanted to, but he
Oh
has to
yeah.
take restroom breaks. So you got
Oh
to give
yeah.
him that much.
That's true. So, what's the next video? Isn't it time for a video
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something?
that's his thing. You know,
It's
or
gotta go to the
Marcus.
bathroom.
Or
Yeah.
Marcus, if it gets uncomfortable, Marcus will interrupt. Hey, let's play video.
What do you mean? What are you talking about, Marcus?
If it gets uncomfortable for Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus is always down here looking at this.
Yeah,
I kid him. He's good. I mean, I like him. I like
Marcus.
that.
Marcus, like he needs to talk more. That's
Yeah,
it.
he does. He really does. I don't know why he doesn't interject. I mean, it's hard to do it between,
Yeah.
D's, breaths like that.
No,
Yeah.
that's why I try to get Marcus into. Hey, Marcus, you got any questions? And he'll come out with something.
Oh yeah, Nemo always says, "Hey, sorry about Buddy. It usually turns out to be the Buddy show after a while because I like to share stories and oh yeah, what are some stories that interesting stories that you've? Oh wait, before you answer that, do you guys like? I have the artist come in, log in like 30 minutes before like that. So I could there. It's a couple of reasons. One, to check the audio, check the connection, check their lighting, and to talk, get some prep. Like I said, is there anything you want me to talk about? Is there anything like this and like that and like that? And sometimes we just shoot the shit for like 30, 40, like with Jaime and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so, do you guys do that? Some like prep, or they say, okay, we start the show at 8 o'clock, so log in at 7:50.
No, I usually tell them about 7:45. Log in, make sure we can hear each other, or whatever, and then we'll talk for a little bit. And then the conversation usually gets too good, and then we end up starting late.
I know.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
but
I
we
know.
do it. We do it to ourselves.
Yeah. I mean,
But I mean, we're like,
like I said, I started. Even when we were talking before this, I said, "Hey, we need to stop this. Let's make. I'm going to ask you this again during the show because this is good content. I don't.
yeah, D's usually he calls himself the timekeeper, so he'll be like, "Hey, okay, okay, let's go. We got to get ready to go." Or I'm like, "Okay, let's go." So, but we're in the middle of a conversation. He'll cut it off and say, "Okay, it's time to go. Let's go live already."
Oh
So
yeah.
he's usually the one that cuts everything off.
Okay. So, what are some interesting stories that you can share like that?
That I
Like what?
can't.
That you can. I said, if you
About
can't,
what?
you're not going to tell me about
Ab-
like with artists or with D. How about that? Since you interact with D all the time, or other guests, like not bloopers because we do it all live, so we catch all the bloopers.
Yeah. No, I mean we like to make them feel uncomfortable, especially when the moments when we ask them to do live drops.
Oh yeah, every
towards the end of the show. That's what really makes them uncomfortable. Unless they're really professional about it and they can do it, they can handle it. But we usually shock them at the okay, we're gonna put you to work. Now
yeah,
we're gonna do make you do some radio drops live while
yeah.
everybody's watching you as it is. So I think that's like one of the highlights of our shows. We get them to
The little
be
bloopers.
uncomfortable, and then we put them on the big screen by themselves so they can't see us, and
Right.
everybody still can see them. And
Yeah,
we
I
have
see
a
that.
we have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah. You know what? I started to do. I did a blue back in the '90s. I did blooper reels, and that took a long time. Like I said, we talked. I used to do linear editing, and that took me forever to get 30 seconds. It took me like 3 hours to get 30 seconds of little bloopers. But yeah, those. I really enjoyed doing those the promos because uh, like I have one that I did with Emilio, and I shared this story with Ralito when I saw him at it's not is it Jaime's place
Mhm.
in San Antonio?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Destiny and I saw Ralito and a couple other artists perform. I said, "Wow, I love this place." I usually stay at the DoubleTree, which is like I don't know, 3 minutes drive from to Jaime's place. So
Yeah.
that's one reason why I also go there for the oatmeal cookies.
That's that's usually our that's usually our go-to place when we go to fanfare.
Oh
We're
yeah,
always
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. I love that
And during
place.
during the fanfare days, we're DJing there. So
Oh, you
that's
are?
like yeah. So that's like our home there at fanfare time. So at
Yeah.
nighttime, we're DJing in between all the bands.
Okay. Because sometimes I don't go because I'm too tired. Because I have to wait for that last interview at the on the main stage. Well, not interview. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. I did a couple things, or I'm just too tired because I'm waiting to catch footage. But uh, yeah, I'm trying to think of what else. But God, I should be writing. See, that's why I need to write these questions because I have, I get off task and stuff like that. But
But yeah, during the fanfare time, we DJ over there, and it was our way of getting away from the crowd. Like I said, we've done fanfare so many times, and
yeah,
we've been through other big crowds. But like I said, when it came to pandemic and afterwards, it was like, yeah, we want to get to the little places. We don't want to be in the rough crowd and the big crowds anymore. So
yeah.
Jaime's place was a perfect place because we could DJ. We're in the back by ourselves, and we still were there with the crowd and the artists that come through and stuff. And Jaime Macias, he owns Jaime's place, and he's always good to us.
Yeah.
The guys from the 45 that put on the
Yeah.
event,
They have a
uh,
studio right next door, right?
right next door, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I've known Mike for years, and John and stuff, and the guys they're good to us, and they're always telling us, "Hey, you guys are ready, man? Let's go at next year and next year and next year."
Yeah.
So we're like the DJs for that event every
Okay,
time.
cool. Hey, when was the last time you were there? Because I have a question. If
We didn't go this year. We were there last year.
okay, did you see my stickers there?
I don't recall if I did or not.
Because when I went there the first time, I saw all the poles. They had stickers and like that, and I said, "Hey, can I put a sticker on there?" And said, "Yeah." I said, I put it everywhere I could. So, but I was thinking Bumper was there too, and I was wondering if maybe Bumper or Bumper's fan. Because some people contact me about, "It's your show sucks. That's why I watch Bumper." And I go, "Okay, sorry." Like that's all.
They
I'm
actually
wondering.
tell you that?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh wait, that one of the articles that comments on Tejano Nation, they were talking about the Jaime's oh, it was so bad the first show. I didn't even bother watching the second one. That's why I watch bumpers and I commented. I said sorry, internet sucks and stuff like that. It happens, but blah blah blah.
Can't please everybody, man.
Yeah, if you don't have haters, you're doing something wrong.
Right? I know
Right.
I need some new ones, man. All mine like us already.
Yeah. Oh, I just remembered why I was sharing that story about Emilio like that, and when I did because Emilio was on the show back in the '90s several times, and I got to talk to him. There's some stories I can't share, not live, but
Yeah.
maybe we'll do brunch next time I see you in at Fanfare,
Right.
and because Bumper and I we shared kind of war stories from back in the day,
Mhm.
and so or interesting things that I'm not going to share on here because
Yeah.
like that. But and I had some interesting ones about Emilio, but it made me sad that when I came back, that I didn't know he passed away because I was away from
Mhm.
there. But I remember this one particular one. It was at the TMA Awards, when we were back in the Alamo,
Mhm.
and I was recording and I was listening to him, and he because they practiced beforehand. Did you ever meet Emilio?
Yeah, I did a couple times.
Okay.
Almost every time he played in Houston, I was always around there, unless it was at a club or something. I was kind of young at the time, but I was always wanting to see Emilio no matter what.
Oh yeah, he's great. I mean, I really enjoyed him, and oh dang, I have a poster that you know. Well, let me show you this. I think this one's a poster of a concert that an organization and I threw, and it looks like Selena.
Hmm.
It's got that. And the artist that did this, it was real good. And I helped throw another concert in Arlington, and we used Emilio as that generic abstract art.
Hmm.
And so yeah, I love that. But oh, I was gonna. So I was there and I was waiting for him to get off stage because they're practicing, and then get a little interview and a mic drop, and if you watch some of my old shows um, on It's Tejano Time, back in the videos, I did 50 videos. I want you'll see the the promo drop like that. But what you don't get to see is that I was there waiting for him and stuff like that, and he saw me and he waves off to everybody, said, "Hey, stop, 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 stop! I gotta go see Buddy," like that. And so he comes down, and he says hi, gives me a hug, and like that, and you know. Gets me a little teary. I think I got teary when I was talking to Ralito about it, because he was real genuine, and he was friendly and stuff like that, and so those are things I remember about him. But he took out his time to, he was busy, but
Yeah.
he came up to me. We shot the shit. We were just talking about other stuff and like that, and I said, hey, I'm not sure if I interviewed him or if I shared that show where I interviewed him, but I used his drop a lot of times during between shows, and every time I see that, I remember him like that. But
Yeah. I think Emilio was probably my favorite artist,
oh yeah,
period, because I remember when I first moved back to Texas. I grew up in California in the 80s.
okay,
When I moved back to Texas in early 90s, that's when everything started hitting off higher.
yeah,
The Emilio was coming out by
right,
himself, and you know, David Lee, and everybody else, Maz and all that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
The height started around there, and Emilio was one of the first ones that I listened to,
Uh-huh.
and I fell in love with his music, man. It was just
Oh
awesome,
yeah,
and
he's
I
great.
I couldn't wait to get the next cassette, that came out. Every year a cassette came out, I was like, I can't wait to get into the new one. But I've seen him so many times, man. It was just awesome watching
Yeah,
him the way
yeah. He put
he performed.
Yeah, he was great, and he did crossover. It was awesome too.
Yeah.
I love everything about him. You know, but wow, you know what? This is the first show that I've had almost 2 hours. You broken a record.
Nice.
Now let's see if we dropped any more record dropping of subscribers and stuff like that. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's okay. I think we hit all the chats for right now, but. Hey, I enjoyed having you on the show, and we need to get
Thank you.
together when we're in San Antonio at the same time. And like I said, I'll buy you some. I'll buy you brunch like that,
Nice.
because
That
I
works.
haven't. I think it was a Bumper. He took me to this one place for barbacoa because I love barbacoa. I eat barbacoa when
Mhm.
I go to San Antonio, and he took me to this one place, and I go there every time I go. I said, because Lawrence and he said, "Where do you want to go?" I said, "You know where I want to go. It's one of my favorites on my app. Like I always go. I can't remember the name of it. Well, yeah, because my phone's right there. But I'll take you to the spot because they have a
Nice.
barbacoa by the pound. I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
damn,
Yeah,
it's
that's pretty
really
good.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. like that. But thank you for coming, and I enjoy. I really do want to break your record, like that. But
We're gonna have to try it one week again, see what
yeah,
happens.
you guys have to have an afternoon nap before I go on, okay? Because
Uh,
we're gonna break it if I go back on.
well,
I
I'm gonna
think
have to
that's
take a nap.
why.
I'm gonna
I
have to take a
think
nap after work.
okay. I think that's why D doesn't want me to have on the show or something like that. Or I don't know. Okay,
No,
well,
the 3 hours, it's a little
uh,
time consuming.
okay, well, you know how you're gonna help me end it, and you know how that works, right? Okay, I'm your host Oraldo for It's Tejano Time, and
And I am Juan Mendoza from Tejano TV.
all right, and you've been listening and watching. Oh wait, that's Tejano Talk.
Crossing over
I
your own
guess
shows.
all right, and Broad.
Real quick.
Okay.
If everybody, make sure you guys
Oh
download
yeah.
Tejano TV on all your Roku devices. If you guys are watching the show or you guys watch it later,
Oh,
download Tejano TV on all your Roku devices. 24 hours of Tejano music videos, classics, and the new stuff, podcasts, soldies, Latin music, everything in between. A lot of great stuff on there. So make sure you guys download and you can check out all the shows. And maybe later on in time, we'll end up getting It's Tejano Time on there.
maybe we'll do another simulcast or something like that.
Right?
But
Some
do you have a website? Do they can if they don't
Yeah,
have Roku, they can
they can
watch
go
it.
to they can go to tejanotv.com to watch it. We also have apps on Apple and Android. It's called Tejano TV Live.
I thought you were gonna say it's
I
Tejano
know
Time.
I was going there too. I was like crossing over because I was reading your hat.
Yeah,
Uh,
there you go.
but it's called Tejano TV Live, and they can go to the App Store and download it on their phones, and you can watch videos on there as well.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to say, if you want, Nemo's usually the one that says that, because like you're the first artist we've had on It's Tejano Time in the last 20 years, like that, because I just do my own stuff for this show,
Yeah.
like that. All right, and broadcast, outcast, outro.